Hello everyone, welcome back to my channel. In this video I'm just going to be trying to do a quick video recap of how to wire one of these UCS tracks from Lionel. This one is a post-war track, and I've actually got 4 of them because I got them all pretty cheap in a lot because all the cables just sort of ripped off like this, which is really common. So you just pop the back off with the 2 flat heads, and then inside, the wiring is actually way simpler than what I first thought. Basically, it goes in order by height. So you can see the bottom contact is the ground. The next contact up, that's over here on this side, is the uncoupling. That one's power on this side, which is the next one up. And then the top one is the unload. So, and it goes in order where you have ground, uncouple, power, and then unload. You can see if I flip it over too. So actually really basic and simple that you can see. Here's like with the original wire, how it in the order, because they wanted to use a parallel 4 that they're all flat. So the ground is all the way on the one side, and then you have the next one, and then next one, and next one. So it's just tiered. You can see that in this diagram. I tried to print this out, but all I can say is don't use an Epson printer. They suck. We bought it because it has a good toner, but everything else on it is hard to use and takes forever. So but you can see again the tiered, so you can just look this up. But something I'm wanting to try with this is make a custom cable. So I'm using a 3 conductor, and up here on the top I've got one to show you that I've already finished. This is my little hodgepodge post-war thing I'm making right now, but basically this now can operate without track power. So on this, I'll go ahead and uncouple. On this one here, you can see there's just one that's not wired up. So I've got the ground, uncouple, unload, and then this one is normally what would be getting track power. So from the center rail, this would be getting track power, but I use the 3 conductor cord going to here, and the 3 are still staggered correctly, but then I've got a singular black wire going to my constant 14 volts AC from my transformer that I've got all my accessories on right now. So currently there's actually no track power, and yeah, all I've got going is the 14 volts AC, and I've also got like my switch tracks with the constant power. I'm using an LGB controller because I didn't get any of the Lionel ones. I'm trying to do this on a budget, so but yeah. So if anyone wants to try that, that's how you would actually pull it off. Is just you wire in a 3 conductor cord, or if your cord is fine, you take out that third, or yeah, that is the number 3 on the UCS track. You power that directly and remove it. You could also do 2 and 2, because these are your operating ones, so uncouple and unload, and then that one is ground. So you could just get ground elsewhere as well. I haven't specifically identified how necessary the ground is for these. And something that I figured out when I made that custom hodgepodge already is that while doing the uncouple, so this side, yeah, that on the one that I wired up, it seems like it was shorting out because it's not meant to be wired like this. Lionel wants you to use track power, but I don't want to. Partially because I'm planning on using this with newer communication protocols in the track, and I don't actually want to just be doing conventional power for everything. So all I did there is I just put some tape, masking tape. This is not professional. You should probably use what is it called, like fish tape or something. It's Mylar tape, something like that. It's more professional, thin, better for electrical isolation, although this works fine in my case. But I just stuck that in between so that the bottom plate, which is grounded, won't touch. I'm not really sure if the ground connection is necessary. It seems like it is. Yeah, it seems like the ground connection is necessary for the unload. Just basically with how they wired this, that for the unload, it's got two different sets of swing contacts. So yeah, they show the little spacer here. The ground. No. Am I looking at this? This is the bottom, I think. No, that is the bottom. Yeah, so that, or the top, whatever way you want to look at it. But so ground, uncouple, that is the power, and then that's for unload. But with the way that they wired this, those two, power and unload, need to make contact, and then this one needs to make contact with ground as well when it's unloading. So they've got that spacer so that both of those swing sets actuate at the same time, but not touch with that spacer. But as far as this side, for just uncoupling, it does not need the ground connection. That's just because they wanted to use one piece of copper. So that's why I had to put a little bit of isolating, because I don't think that the way they wire this normally that it would spark like that. But anyway. So hopefully this video helps. It's just sort of a quick rundown. If you have any questions or comments, let me know. I'm happy to help, and happy to help hodgepodge something if you need a thing rewired or tested. So yeah. So I guess I forgot if I already showed this working, but this car is malfunctioning. I know it's not. I don't know if it's an adjustment issue or what, but you can see it operates, and then you can hear it buzzing for the uncouple. There we go. Uncouple. Also, this melt car I haven't completely fixed, and you can see it's in kind of dire shape. But you can see the electrocoupler is working because it's not over the magnet, but the electrocoupler is working as well. Then if I put it over, and then maybe it needs a car. I don't know. It did work. I'm not gonna just try and fool with it on camera, but yeah. Anyway, hopefully this helps, and let me know if you have any questions.